All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's get right in today's topic, which is regarding Kaspa. As of December the 4th, if we're looking at the markets, you guys can see that we're seeing a bit of 50-50. We're seeing some coins that are up quite a bit. We're also seeing some coins that are down about 8 to 9%. So why is this happening? Let's face it, guys, the month of December has been a great start for the entire market. Bitcoin has majority of the momentum, and if Bitcoin sees minor retracements, we're going to expect the dominance index to increase because the momentum is on BTC's side. And that's exactly what's happening right now, which is causing a lot of altcoins to lag behind Bitcoin. But let's face it, the month of December has started on such a positive note, so we're seeing a little bit of a cool off, which is very much needed before we do see continuation towards the upside. As far as Kaspa is concerned, though, you guys can see the price is currently sitting at 14.1 cents. We're down about 2.4% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, as well as 4% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Market cap is holding still above that $3 billion mark, which is a great thing to see. But the thing that I want to show you guys is the 24-hour trading volume. So we have officially seen the volume increase above $100 million mark, which is nice to see. Currently sitting at 143 million. But what exactly is next for the price and the overall broader market? We're going to be discussing that, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. As always, though, just a quick disclaimer for everyone that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So before we get into the charts, guys, I wanted to take a look at this. So I'm not sure if you guys did take a part of this poll. It was about 14 hours back, and I asked the community, what do you guys think is going to happen at the beginning of next year? So you guys can see this for yourself. Will we see a massive market pullback in Q1 of next year? We saw something similar in 2020, but that I can argue that was due to the pandemic. Also, I can argue that the likes of big institutions won't want retail to have an opportunity to grab cheap BTC. What are your thoughts? So of course, you guys can see 74% of the 446 votes that have come in as of now think that pullback, but not massive. And about 26% are thinking that it's going to be a massive pullback coming. So what is the most likelihood scenario? And obviously, how is that going to impact Kaspa? Because this is related to Kaspa as well. Now, you guys might be saying, why are we talking about this? Because this can impact Kaspa. The comments that we get on a day-to-day basis. When are we going to see a 6 cents Kaspa? When are we going to see a 7 cents Kaspa? Is that really a possibility? So, of course, if we do see a broader market correction, like the one that we did see in 2020, that is going to impact the entire market, including CAS. But is that honestly going to happen? I think the overall market times that we're in right now is totally different. The previous market, especially in the 2019 market, when things were slowly starting to heat up, but in 2020 we saw that significant pullback. And the significant pullback that we did see was due to the fact that the pandemic literally closed out everything. The traditional market saw a hit, and we're talking about a hit that we hadn't seen in years, literally years. So obviously that impacted the crypto markets as well. But 2020 March was the time to be picking up some coins, because that was the absolute bottom. Then we saw the market picking up and leading up to that 2021 bull market. Are we going to see that massive crash? I don't think so, because like I said, we were in a pandemic. It's a total different time, and this time around, we're seeing the likes of the massive institutions that were not big fans of BTC back then that are big supporters of Bitcoin. And these institutions are the ones that are causing this huge up spike in the price of BTC. Their main goal is to have Bitcoin as high as possible before this ETF is even approved, because guess what? This will, have the retail people, like small investors like us, buy Bitcoin at such a higher price. And I think this is institutional money that's flowing in, that's causing this massive spike in BTC. So how does this impact Kaspa? So people that are waiting for those 2 cents prices, the 1 cent prices, I think those days are gone for good. Because that opportunity, come on guys, let's actually face it, that opportunity was here for quite some time. Especially if you knew about Kaspa. If you literally knew about Kaspa, you had the opportunity to be accumulating CAS at this 2 cents mark back in June, and even back in July at 2 cents. And if we're looking at the 2 cents entry point, let's say you did pick up some cash around there, you are up right now about 630%, and that's about a 5.5 months, which is insane gains. So, that ship has sailed. But could we see a pullback? Could we see the likes of the 23.6, I'm sorry, 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level being retested once again? There's definitely a potential. But right now, what we're seeing Kaspa do is it's wanting to break out towards an all-time high. We're definitely in this upwards trajectory. You saw the price of CAS hit 15 cents today. And again, this is something I've discussed over the past few hours and the few updates recently, because, once we get into this red zone, as I've mentioned so many times, this is where all-time highs are made. So we could be in for a new all-time high, maybe even before this upcoming weekend, because let's face it, in order for us to hit an all-time high, that's only a 9.58% move. And right now we're seeing a retracement in BTC a little bit too, which is causing a majority, look at it for yourself, coins to be in red. And that is including Kaspa, because Kaspa is no exception at the end of the day. But like I said, I do expect that we will see CAS heading up to some new all-time highs. Right now, we're being supported by the previous resistance at that 14.2 cents mark, which has turned into support line. And you guys can see we were having a hard time as we were breaking towards the upside, because that resistance was coming in the way. So now that resistance has turned into support. As long as we bounce back and forth at this support line, this is going to be bullish, and this could mean that an upside for Kaspa is coming ahead of us. And speaking about Kaspa in terms of mass adoption, it's nowhere near that mass adoption phase. And I've said this to you guys before, the money that's showing interest right now, majority of that money is already in the space, or it's possibly some bigger players that we do not know of, such as exchanges. I think there has been times where we have seen exchanges pick up some Kaspa and then come and list it, and I think that's happening right now. But I think the likes of Binance, Coinbase, those are some big exchanges that still haven't listed it, and we need to see that listing come true. And I think that listing is near than ever before. So that's that for today's update. Pretty much Kaspa has been looking quite great, staying within the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, which is where you as a Kaspa holder want to see the price of CAS holding at. I do want to see the price holding above the support line where we're currently at. Hopefully we do not break below it. As long as we stay above here, I am expecting that we will see in the upcoming days a new all-time high, and do pay very close attention to BTC as well. But that is it for today's update. Let me know down below what you guys can see coming for Kaspa before the year of 2023 comes to an end. What excites you the most about Kaspa? Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.